there's not much interaction.
Oops.
Okay? It means the person conducting the lecture is the one talking the whole time. A seminar means there's more interaction. So this is really a lecture about my experience. None of you all are going to know about my experience, only I do. There will be questions and answers, okay? So it is going to be a lecture format because I'm going to have to read my notes because my handwriting does change. You will see, okay? I want to make sure when you go home to read and then you can read my notes, okay? That's number one, the lecture versus the seminar. Any questions of why I'm doing this? Lecture versus seminar? No questions so far? Okay, let's start to where we're going. That's the very beginning of this whole process. This is Cleary. This is I-10. Here's veterans up here. I'm not an architect, thank God. I would not have passed that test. But this is South I-10. The lake is up here. The river's down here. This is West Napoleon. Then you have Severn and Causeway. West Napoleon, remember, there is a canal between the traffic going towards Orleans, then there's the canal, and then the traffic going towards Kenner. Y'all familiar with West Napoleon? Okay, I wasn't. But so what I did, I went to airline to Cleary. I turned right on West Napoleon, and I went to Severn, and then there was a light that took me around to go to West Napoleon again. I'm sorry, went to Severn. Y'all know where you kind of basically have to do like a U-turn. I went Cleary, airline to Cleary to West Napoleon. You have to go around the canal, and then Edenbourne will be on your right-hand side. So you'll turn right on to Edenbourne. You will go down Edenbourne, and the building is actually on the left-hand side. I have my X on the right, but it's actually on the left-hand side. You will see the parking garage. It's the Metairie Center. Is that right, Rowena? Metairie Center. It's like a 5-story parking garage. You will pull in, you will go around and around. The first 3 floors are reserved parking for the Metairie Center people. So you will park starting on the second go-round of the 3rd level. You'll understand what I'm talking about. But the 3rd level, that's available to us to park. Okay? Then you'll take the elevator down. You will go across a courtyard to the building. You will walk into the glass door. To the right, there's like an information desk. No one's there, I guess, because of budget cuts. The Prometric office is right where Johnny is. You will walk in there. This is where I started freaking out. I mean, I was literally at this point thinking, I'm going to pass out. There's a lady that's going to greet you. All I had was my driver's license and my keys. That's it. No purse. Gentlemen, I would recommend don't even bring your wallet.
What about your glasses?
And my glasses. I had these earrings, no watch. You have a watch on, they're going to make you take it off. The woman, and if y'all remember the show, The Peanuts, and that teacher, wow, 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 wow. Well, that is what started happening to me. This wow, 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 wow was talking, and I thought she said her name was Salami. But she has my driver's license, and she takes my license, she looks at me. Okay, yep, you're City Lanier. You're City Lanier. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm holding my keys. I'm thinking I'm going to pass out. It's worse than going to the airport. They're very nice, very professional. She takes my license. She gives me a key for my locker. The lockers are right behind you. You put your keys in, lock them up, and then she gives me a card. It's a piece of paper laminated. And she said, please go sit down. You can go sit right over there and read these rules. Yes, ma'am. I go sit down. I read the thing. I'm like, okay, don't do this, don't do this. Basically, do not talk to anybody. Do not put your hands in your pocket. In other words, don't do anything. Just stand there and don't move. She keeps telling me about a key that's on the wall. There's a ladies' room and men's room. She told me that 3 times. Finally, I was like, I guess I have to go to the ladies' room. So I go to the ladies' room, calm down, Cindy, calm down. Go in there. She tells me to come in the back. I go in the back. So you're in the very front reception area. Your license is not with you. Nothing is with you. Not even your keys. You have no security blanket.
Maybe earrings.
She let me have my earrings and my rings, but no watch.
Okay.
So I go in the back, and there's 3 ladies, and there's other testers there. One of the ladies comes up. She says, pull your pockets inside out. Pull my pockets inside out. She gives me the wand. She tells you to turn around, put your hands in your back pocket to show that there's nothing there. And then she does the wand on you. At this point, I'm thinking, I'm just getting ready to be on the floor in just a second. She'll be having something else to clean. I'm trying to catch my breath. The next thing, go sit down with Miss So-and-so. That's your monitor. Very nice people. My anxiety was overtaken, my brain. The lady, you sit down with this lady. She's the one that has your driver's license. She asked me my name. I said, Sydney Lanier. She says, have you been wand? Yes, ma'am. And then the lady tells her, yes, whatever her name was. She says, okay, I need you to sign in this book just like you signed on your driver's license. I'm thinking, you know how many times I changed my signature? So I signed the best I can. She knows you're stressed. She knows you're nervous. She was like, that's fine. And she goes, and the time is 10:54. So I write down 10:54. I'm scheduled for 11 o'clock to take the exam. She says, hands me 4 pieces of paper, 2 pencils, and a calculator. She takes the calculator back and she says, oh wait, you know what? You have the calculator in the computer. Unless you want this calculator. I'd like that calculator. I mean, I'll want anything, any security I can have. She gives me my calculator back. So she's like, okay. She goes, are you ready? Do you have any questions? And she starts asking me things. I said, no, ma'am. She goes, okay, what's your phone number? I said, you want my home or my cell? She said, the one you gave when you did the application. I said, I don't remember. She was okay. She said, starts with the 7. I went, oh, that's my home. So I gave her my number. She says, what is your date of birth? Tell her my date of birth. Okay, you ready? Yes, ma'am. All right. We go into the room. The room is it's a little smaller than this. And the perimeter of the room has cubicles. The cubicles are meaning where everybody has a monitor, the computer. And in the center, there's I know there's 2 per side, but there may be 3. I can't remember that part. She'll sit you down at the computer, and there's earphones, and she'll tell you, put your earphones on to block out any distraction. And you're like, okay. So then you sit down, and she leaves you. I know, I'm telling you. It gets better. So then I'm going through the tutorial, and some of you all were in Mitra's class where we were trying to figure out the tutorial, and none of us could really quite figure it out. It's real easy to use. But I said, Sydney, you've got to calm down internally. Don't talk out loud. She'll come and get you. Because there is a camera at every cubicle, and they've got all the monitors. It's not like H&R Block.
Wow.
Every desk that you went through those screening process, somebody is watching a camera at all times on all of us.
Wait a minute, H&R Block got a camera watching testers.
Well, I never see y'all, sorry. But so it's a lot different. So you don't talk out loud, don't put your hands in your pocket. I kept remembering that. So finally I go through the tutorial and it says end. And I click end, and then it will say, are you ready to end tutorial? You cannot come back if you press, no or whatever the thing is. That part I can't remember. So I press it, now I'm going into the final exam. I go into the first 5 questions. No, because I'm going to calm y'all down, I promise. The first 5 questions, I was about to black out. I could see the black dots coming. Finally, on question 6, I said, get control of yourself. This is ridiculous. You are over-exaggerating here. This is hard. Next thing I know, I was on 117. There's 120 questions. It is not difficult. You know what makes it difficult? We do. We're making it difficult on ourselves. That is it. take that anxiety away and say, it's not difficult. It is 2-sentence questions. We're going to go through those, okay? All right.